Yada so our Chroma TV GH so SRS and there Edikaya Oba Chan is one more modern don't say a young town you can crash and so the so a notification bell so now I like a subscribe to the channel. Said the bear videos via a DB Tumuno, one so Ubetna Honum, na a BPO phone so I'm also who be no actually be no Yama, a course we are here for Nenina. Now and a idea so would be a friend say Honorable Mustapha akwa PM radio station bi kyerese nsema okeka dia fa Dr.Bawumia ho eye ni vision niema papa no ahyehye woni tirima ode ba beboa Ghana manfo wo mra kyerese ye nyina gitum na se yeto aba ede ma owura na nsema ananiema oba ba ya dia ma Ghana manfo no owura no din bibre akwa na oso no de da bia wona ma ade a eba ni tirima ne se ohwe Dr.Bawumia kyerese owura no eye obi a kyerese unyankopon Allah ayina magana manfo a kyerese omo pese oboa magana yempuntuo ene yenuma bebra yedie no ekoso na ekonkan na okyerechire mu kan se ohwe Dr.Bawumia o say he is not just intelligent, he is a good human being. Kyerese papa no papa bi a kyerese owo ayemuye ewa akomapa edema impuntuo ene kyerese niema ebeboa ma nipa dasani asetena mu niema akoso se toten no owura no abekeka bi epa ede a kyerɛ Ghana manfo a osi yentie na sopam ne yanto aba emfama his excellency Dr.Bawumia na omra metena Ghana kunwa isu no ontumi mwa ema yempuntuo a kyerese ye atete apansam no entimi nkonkan emfama ye yie pa yenkɔ ne yenkonkotie onmunyamfo nsema okan ye ni bi.
How did Dr.Bawumia become so popular? How is it done? What happened? What did he do?
First of all, he's arguably the most active vice president we have had in this Fourth Republic. And I'm sure if you cast your mind back to from Konken Sinaka to Atta Mills to John Mahama to Aliu Mahama to him, even to Emisa Atta and etc., you would agree that this is the vice president who has been in the forefront of policy, okay, and who is not just a backseat president, but who is in the forefront of implementing stuff, okay. So, for example, for the first time in this Fourth Republic, we've heard of a delivery unit in the presidency, which sits in the bosom of the vice president, which sits in the office of the vice president. Professor Apiedu heads the delivery unit, where we are monitoring and ensuring that all our deliverables are executed. Are you following me? You know the various nicknames that he has taken, Mr. Digitalization and all of these things.
His ID card.
Exactly, and interoperability. I first heard interoperability from him and so on. Heads the economic management team. Has international respect in the economic community in the world. He is in the absolute confidence of the president, and this one I say it not as speculation. You know, the president trusts his brain, his ability. And sometime I was talking about him with the president, and the president said, Mustapha, it's not even about that. I mean, I was talking about his acumen, and the president said, it's not about that. He's just a good human being. These are the president's words. He's a good human being. That's who he is. And that's what you need a leader to be, a good human being. A human being who has passion, who has zeal, and who has compassion for the people. And that's what Dr. Bawumia has. I would be hard-pressed at getting any match for the kinds of qualities that he has inside this MP. When it comes to the national, that's an even easier job. Have you heard John Mahama articulate any serious policy position? I don't know. I haven't heard
President Mahama that question.
Absolutely. He has absolutely nothing to his name. I want to sound very respectful, but with the greatest of respect, it's quite empty. Okay? And where we are as a country, you don't need that hollowness, that shallowness. You need depth. You need deep thinking. You need somebody who knows the craft of government, okay, to be able to fashion out the kinds of programs that will transform this country. And those are the programs that, under the leadership of Nana Akufo-Addo and with the support of Dr. Bawumia, the NPP has put in place all the way for the transformation of this country. If we allow this country to go back into the hands of the NDC, what they always do after when we have put the country in a front pedal for 8 years, then they come and put it in a back pedal for another 8 years. This time, we're going to make sure, and that's what Brian Champon meant when he said that we will not hand over to the NDC. What he meant is that we are going to make sure that by the time we go to the election in 2024, Ghanaians have absolutely no doubt in their mind that Bawumia is the choice. When that clarity is there in everybody's mind, there's no way MPP is going to hand over to the NDC. No, because a winning is going to be a matter of course. That is what I heard Brian Champon say in Abetifi, and that is what I am repeating on this plan. We are not going to hand over to them because we are going to win and win fair and square based on the clarity and the vision that we have had in leading this country ever since the Fourth Republican politics. Show me one single policy, okay, that is in place in Ghana that is helping people and transforming lives that was initiated by the NDC. Not one. Okay, whether you are talking about LEAP, or you are talking about school feeding, or you are talking about capitation grant, or you are talking about national health insurance, or you are talking about mass transportation system, or you are talking about free SHS, or you are talking about one district, one factory. Not one. Every single policy of relevance and also of social significance in our country has been crafted and put in place by the NPP. So we are determined to position ourselves as the natural party of governance. And all over the world, there are parties that have positioned themselves like that, like the Liberal Democratic Party in Japan and etc., where the citizenry come to the conclusion that there are people who govern, and therefore these are the people for whom governance is fit. And then they would entrust us with that responsibility. And it is Bawumia who best encapsulates, okay, that can do spirit. That when you see him, then you know that there is a vision and a focus for the forward movement of our country. Wow.
Yo, at ye for na ye and in summer, ura friend say Mustapha Eddie Abeto Ghana Mountain so actually say Obo Dr. Bawumia ne huda wuru yi papa de akire Ghana manfo se ye nyina yamwa ye ntimi ento abama papa yi na akire se ye kase vision pa dia papa no is not just intelligent but imu oyini papa aburu ni be kan se is a good human being no papa ya akire mu yi pa na okoso atoto aso ebiebie nsemani bisa se Edie ba de pa na NDC efiti mra kire so mbetena kunyen so edie ba mpa no matimi aya de aboa Ghana kire se ama yempuntuo ama nipa da sani asitena mu nsem ana aya putoti osi ba kumponi honom okoso abubo obi se yemfa no free SHS enehwe nkure sori a eno ane se ye mami ye papa ma wi o pese mi go school fa ne bag ya na kire se ono ana e kono wo mra school fees tuya bia enimu owura ya akansem mi pa o se ye fa no bibia ye frɛ ne se capitation grant ya eye a teacher fo ene headmaster fo ye tuya mo mutimi adisiesie school mu ene niema kire se e koso ewo enkwada adisuam ewo school mu no see a MPP or snow kukuruko amayokui and at this annual may buy and this if one far back kumpo my address and no bebo many peddlers and yasitinum ayakama now at you for we and then summer would have friend say honorable Mustapha at the Beto Ghana Mountain so a fat Dr. Bawumia home and we are for or say ure aya ye papa na yenkoswa nto abai mano na ontimi mwa ema 2025 ekode mpuntuo no enkoso ewo Ghana Mountain so na atiyefo ne ahwefo ha ena mano besie mi amede nsemi ebremu eye mo ankasa mo sonfo ohene ba kwadwo makramo